So in the season of Lent, we find ourselves challenged by the tradition of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. These are often referred to as the three pillars of Lent. And I'd like to talk just a bit about almsgiving. When I received the invitation to put this reflection together, the first thing that came to my mind was the man who was just outside my window on the expressway ramp looking for something to eat. And I thought to myself, it's a great example of almsgiving for somebody who lives in the city. Perhaps it's happened to you. People come up and ask if you have any spare change. It's kind of like the beggars in Jesus' time who were always asking people who passed by for a handout. I always try to respond whenever I can in this way. It's a small way, but it's a powerful gesture of compassion and care. And always they are so grateful. It's an insight about the poor. Poor people tend to be among the most generous in the world because they are appreciative of what they have and have compassion on those who have less. Lent is the time for us to become poor ourselves, to think about the poor around us and to learn from them. I was surprised one day when I read in the Old Testament that the giving of alms forgives our sins. Makes sense if you think about it because of the unity and the networking of humanity. Whatever we do for the least of our brothers or sisters, we're doing for the Lord. And whenever we do anything for the Lord, our sins are being forgiven because our attention is upon God, not on ourselves or our own selfish needs. This is also the time of year in which people do their income taxes and get their tax returns. I was speaking with a friend the other day who told me that they tithe 10% of whatever their federal tax return is to the poor. And there are so many great agencies that do that. The idea is that we give up a little of what we have so that others can share. I think it was Pope Paul VI who said, during Lent we should try to live more simply so that others can simply live. It's a great message. I commend it to you. Be an almsgiver and do so generously and lovingly. God depends on it, and actually so does our ultimate well-being. Happy Lent.